Talking swimming on NE10 Now, the podcast for the first time this season, and we traveled down to Long Island. I guess we also traveled to Lake Elsinore, California. We're joined from Adelphi by Cooper Rivers. Long journey for you to make it to Long Island.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
let's start there. How did you come across the country?
So basically when it came to coming to Adelphi, I started looking for colleges on a website called NCSA, and I was reached out to by the coach at the time, Bobby Smith. I never actually ended up meeting Bobby. He ended up taking another job before I even came to school, but he basically offered me a full-time scholarship to come here. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, all right, my search for college is over.
What did you think? All of that being said, when you got out to campus, you saw campus, you got to meet the team, and you realized this was home.
I mean, when I first saw the campus, I was like, oh, this is a really, really small campus, but um, let's see how the classes go. And honestly, having a small campus with small classes and that stuff, you really get to know your professors really well. So I'm very happy about that. Like I'll be walking around campus and a professor that I had my freshman year, I'll say, "How you doing, professor?" And he still knows me by name. So that's not something that I would get out in a California school where the class sizes are like 200 kids. And then when I first came here, I met the team. The team was really, really small, like six boys, eight girls, something like that. So it was a really small team. Um, but despite the fact that it was small, I knew that we had a long road ahead of us. I knew that it was going to be somewhere that I made some great friends. And like especially my roommate, he's probably the best friend that I've made since being here. He's on the swim team. So um, yeah, coming to the school and joining the team, great experiences.
It's worked out for you guys as a team so far, and it worked out for you, Rookie of the Year in 2022, and had another good year in 2023. You've got the best 200 in the conference this year, free, and the third best in the 100 free as well. So things are going really well as a junior as well. Talk to me a little bit about your team and what it's been like building the team over the course of the last 2.5 seasons.
So honestly, the biggest thing when it comes to building up our team is honestly the coach. Like I said before, Bobby Smith left, but then we had Mark Dannon come in as our head coach, and he just blew everything out of the water when it came to recruiting, the actual practices, and just bring us together as a team. Especially this year, our team grew by like double both in boys and girls. And the new kids that he's bringing up, I don't know where he's finding them in an assortment of places like Barbados, Kazakhstan, all these very different places that you never expect to see them from. But these incoming freshmen are fast and they are really looking to work hard, and it's just helping to develop the depth into our team, which is something that I think we really need.
Which of the rivers is the better swimmer?
Ooh, well, I don't like to brag, but I would say that is definitely me. My family is a family of swimmers, so it's not just me and my younger brother, but we had my older brother who swam, and then I have a younger sister who swims as well. And obviously, there have been competition between us throughout our entire swim career, but I do like to say that I do stand on top when it comes to the Rivers family.
What's it like to have your brother on the team? Was that an easy recruiting job?
That actually was not an extremely easy recruiting job because I don't know, just my brother wanted like his own college experience, and having him brought along initially, I didn't think that he would want to be part of the team or be going to the school at the same time as me. But now that he's here, he's been making great friends along the way and brought some extra helping hands to the team. So I'm happy to have him here.
With a name like Rivers, like it's cliche, but it's like I feel like those people should swim. When when did you first get into the water?
We started getting into the water when I was 7 years old. So when I was seven, Justin was 6 years old. We actually decided to join after playing soccer for a little while, and things just did not work out with that. And at that time, with where we lived, there was a community pool that we like to go to all the time. And so my parents asked us, what sport would you guys want to do? And we basically all agreed on swimming at that time. And from there, we joined a club team, started from the very bottom and made it to the top of, and here we are now.
Obviously, your best strokes this year are in the free, but you've also said the individual IM is your favorite.
That is
Why is
true.
it so fun for you to swim every stroke all at once?
The way that I think about it is that when it comes to the 200 freestyle, you are swimming the same thing consistently for the entire race, whereas you go to the 200 individual medley and you kind of give yourself a break when you switch off to a new stroke. It's not necessarily like a break, but you're using like a different muscle group for the different stroke. So I think for the 200 individual medley, the thing that I like most about it is just the fact that I don't feel as tired when I'm swimming it, and it's something that you could be it's something that not many people are very good at just because of the fact that is you have to be good at all four strokes, and most people like to set their sights on one thing, and I just happen to get good at the 200 IM.
Why is free your favorite though?
Very simple, very all all the 200 freestyle is as long as you can get the basic technique down, it's just throwing your arms and legs as fast as you can.
Um, you said at the beginning, and I want to go back to it as well, that when you came to Adelphi, it was not only good for swimming, but it was good for your major. I know you're into biology. Tell me a little bit about why being on Long Island has been really good for you academically.
There are a lot of people at this school who I feel have the same goals when it comes to me. So being able to collaborate with people like that in my classes, outside of my classes, having lots of people help me feed me new information that I didn't know before, and just having the various like hospitals and very good medical schools out here is very beneficial to what I look forward to in my future career.
Which is what? What do you want to be?
I plan on being a doctor, going into pre-med with my undergraduates right now, and hopefully going into orthopedic surgery.
That's awesome. Is there anything in sports that turned you on to that?
Um, no, but I will say that sports has definitely kept me on the path of good time management and being determined to get good grades as well as do well in swim because you know you want to be first place when it comes to your races, and I feel that that competitiveness is something that I also strive for in the classroom.
Cooper Rivers, junior captain from the Adelphi swim team. Appreciate the time.
Of course, thank you for having me.